And that approach is awesome. It's actually really encouraging to hear.
I met up with Coraki and farmer Elizabeth Chappell to chat about automated heat detection. Carl is an InCalf repro right trainer and has completed a PhD with Dairy Australia on automated heat detection. Based on your research into automated heat detection, how successful is it?
The automated heat detection that we have available to us now is really accurate at detecting which cows are on heat and knowing exactly when that heat began, which helps us know when to inseminate them. So essentially the two things you care about with heat detection is who to inseminate and when to do it, and that's what they're good at.
How does the technology suit year-round calving herds?
It's perfect for year-round calving herds because in year-round calving herds the job of heat detection is something you need to do every single day, and it's very easy to lose enthusiasm, and this thing's there doing it 24/7 to the same standard regardless of how you felt the night before.
Brian and his wife Liz farm with Brian's mother Robin. They have a year-round calving herd milking 450 cows near Coraki on the far north coast of New South Wales. At 21 years of age, I was truly impressed by Brian's management capabilities for somebody so young. The ongoing development of the farm included the introduction of automated heat detection. Tell me about your new automated heat detection system.
Yeah, so we installed it in August 17, and we started off with 100 collars, and then that just wasn't enough. Like, you had to swap them all the time. And I think you've got to get a majority of the herd with collars to start with instead of just a few, because you just can't do it properly. It might get you going for a few months.
By having a collar on every cow, Brian was now getting heat detection data 365 days a year with no labour input. In addition, collars on every cow gives health information and, importantly, the ongoing pregnancy status of each cow from conception through to drying off. Brian and his mother Robin were spending up to 2 hours a day on heat detection. With the new system, that is down to 0.
Yeah, it's definitely labour saving. I just don't think we would have had time given the circumstances after we put them in. My mum got ill, and I just don't think we would have had time to do it successfully if we didn't have them in already.
Do you reckon your reproductive performance has improved?
It is better. I think that's due to timing of AI rather than just hitting them when you see them. We did used to wait a milking after, but with the collars now you can even tell sometimes that's too early. Like sometimes it's a full day after.
Really?
And other times you think they're only just coming on heat, but they're actually coming off heat because it was only a small heat. So you are supposed to do it that milking.
So on some farms, do you see an improvement in reproductive performance, or do you view it as just a labour-saving device?
It depends on where the farm's starting from their previous reproductive performance. In most herds there's some improvement, but it's dramatic on some herds and really makes a massive difference to their reproductive performance. In others it's a replacement of the time and effort that they were putting into to achieve those good results.
Not only does Brian save time in the paddock, but also at the desk, as he has gone from paper records to computer.
We didn't have any farm management software already. We just did it all by book beforehand, and this is a lot better than doing it by book because you can just look up a cow's number and it tells you exactly when it calved, and before you used to have to look through pages and pages to find them.
What advice would you give to farmers who are thinking about installing the technology?
I think the important thing is not get too worried about is one device better than another, but just look at the support that you can get from those who might be selling it to you and the integration capability with the systems that you've already got on your farm. Both of those will make a big difference in how well you get value out of the product in the end.
How did you make your choice of supplier on the product, and what has your service been like?
I think it was only the relationship that we had with the rep from the SCR, so CMEX, which is why we decided to go with that. The service has been great. Like, you ring them up anytime you have a problem and they'll either tell you, walk you through what to do, or they'll get on the computer and fix it for you.
What's the next step in the system? Would you consider putting in a drafting unit?
Yeah, we definitely consider that. We're just considering a new dairy at the same time, so it's whether to spend the money on now or just wait till we do the dairy.
What advice would you give to other farmers that are installing the technology?
Yeah, well, it's pretty good. Once you have it, you don't want to go without it.